What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the PlayStation Stars controversy that's popping up, with PlayStation and with customers. Now, yesterday, actually, on my second channel, I'll leave a link in the description if you guys want to check it out. I did a video, and we talked all about PlayStation Stars, the new details. There was a bunch of them that were brand new, and the rollout is starting like now. Some people obviously already have it and are able to go into it, and then, for someone like me, if we're being very selfish, I think it's like next week maybe is the rollout for North America, so like I'd be able to do it. So more and more people will join, but I did a video where I talked all the details yesterday on my second channel, so if you guys want to watch that. The thing that came out today, though, was a little something that wasn't mentioned. So it's a free program. You get perks by, if you buy full price things and you're a PlayStation Plus member, you get basically kind of like money into your wallet that you can use then for other games or memberships or whatever. So in my opinion, and this may be controversial, my overall opinion is I'm actually fine with this PlayStation Stars. The most worrisome thing about it is the digital collectibles are pretty close to NFTs, except that they say you can't sell or trade them. So they're keeping it, at least good for right now. Honestly, I think the program's kind of cool. I think, if you're going to be buying things anyway, if you're going to be playing games anyway, if you're going to be earning trophies anyway, and you sign up and it's a free sign up, you're earning, sometimes real rewards in terms of actual, digital currency money to actually buy things, but you're earning, collectibles that you can look at. It's fine. It's really no big deal. The thing with today is now it is going to become a big deal, and that is because on the fourth tier, there's 4 levels that as you buy more things, and that's kind of the sticking point, right? Buying more things, unlocking trophies, completing the challenges, there's tiers, 4 tiers. The highest tier gets priority in customer support for PlayStation. Now, the thing that people are saying is, you should never make customer support something you have to buy into, basically. And that is true in a sense. The program, PlayStation Stars, is not something you have to purchase. It's free. But in order to get to the 4th tier, now, of course, I haven't seen it yet, right, because we're not in it. Maybe some people in Japan and Asia and all this stuff, the territories that are getting it, maybe they know. Can you do it all just by earning trophies? Because if you can just earn trophies and complete challenges without buying anything, and you can get to the 4th tier, technically, you're not paying for it. But the point is this. In this new membership program, and there's 4 tiers, it should not be linked to customer support. Why would you, if you have a problem with your PlayStation, you have a problem with whatever. To be honest with you, I don't know if I've ever contacted PlayStation. I've contacted PlayStation PR, okay? I've never contacted PlayStation support, at least to my knowledge. Maybe I think I did it for the PSVR, maybe something for the adapter for the PS5. What's funny is they never got back to me on that. But, I've never really done it. I mean, I'm just going to come out clean and, I'm not part of it. But if you have an issue and you need it fixed, I don't know, shouldn't it go based off the order that you submit your request? Or if you're in a live chat room and they say there's 300 people ahead of you, based off the time that they got on? I mean, that's the order. That's the order that you're in. Now it's and I guess in some sick fantasy, I mean, you could understand it, right? If you pitch this, maybe the pitch is, hey, basically, if people have problems that they need solved with us, we want to handle the people that pay the most money first. I mean, I guess, but I mean, everybody's kind of equal, especially when it comes to buying the console. You know what I mean? I think somebody like a PlayStation that has these consoles, I mean, it's a distributor, right, of these consoles. It's kind of important that everybody's equal. I know there were some comments from, foreign countries that were saying, hey, I bought the PS5 just for Final Fantasy, or one Final Fantasy. Does that make me less important than somebody else? And to be honest, the answer is it should be no, because every PlayStation 5 owner should kind of be the same. Because you all put the money down to support this system that they're trying to sell. Now, I guess maybe then you can make an argument of, well, if they're buying 15 PlayStation exclusives, say in the last 5 years, they bought 15, and then this other guy bought 2, which is the more important PlayStation customer? I understand, in a sense, you're going to say it's the 15-person one, but does that make them more important for a customer service thing? I don't think so. I don't think it should blend into that. That's more of like online fanfare, right? Like if you want to say, and I don't even necessarily subscribe to that, right? That goes into like, well, I like Uncharted 4. Oh, you like Uncharted 4. Well, I'm the bigger fan. Well, that's subjective. Who says? Who says? I've played it twice. You've played it 8 times. Does that make you the bigger fan? No, in my opinion, honestly, doesn't. It doesn't matter how many times you know what I mean? So it goes into these kind of like weird social media kind of conversations that, or just personal conversations that you have with people. It shouldn't really cross over the line to, hey, my PS5 is broken, or a controller I just bought yesterday is broken. I need support. And, oh, you're going to prioritize this person because they're a tier 4 because they earned some more platinum trophies than me, right? Actually, that argument could be the reverse of it, where it's like, you know, maybe you could understand the money thing, even though then it's more like you're paying for customer service, which is not a good look, right? But even if you look at it the other way and you say, well, this person completed challenges, they platinum games that I didn't platinum. Well, does that make them that makes them so that they get priority over me in customer service? Right? It doesn't make any sense. It should never cross that line. You can have all the debate of like who's the bigger PlayStation fan because I've bought 50 games and you bought 5, right? You could argue that, but to be honest with you, when it comes to PlayStation support, as long as you own a PS5 I mean, I'm talking about PlayStation 5 because it's like the new one, right? But any PlayStation console, you're all even because you supported that's the thing. Naughty Dog makes these games. Insomniac, right? Go down the list, right? And it's like a Gorilla for Horizon. Like, those are the ones you could say, well, are you more passionate about it than somebody else? But when it comes to Sony, it's like, well, you bought the system or you have the controller. You're the same as the person to your left. Why are they ahead of you in a ticket queue or whatever, right? So that, and the other thing, the final thing, I guess, right, is like that wasn't said. It wasn't said. I read. Go watch the video on the second channel. I show the screenshots and I went through every single picture or every whatever the upload that they put up that explained how it works, the date, how the digital collectibles work. Can you trade them? The tiers. They do mention the tiers, but they don't mention this specific part of it, right? I mean, they went over a lot of details yesterday, and I covered it. Nowhere in there did it say this, and so that's kind of another thing where it's like, oh, okay, well, now are you hiding things? And in the video yesterday, I did even say, I basically approached it with, cautious, just being cautious in general, because it's like, you can flip that switch to making these collectibles, online collectibles or digital collectibles. You can flip that to being something very bad very quickly. And that is kind of a concern of mine. I brought up, the PlayStation Plus, the premium service when they have like the catalog games, PS1, PS2. They kind of dropped it. They did pretty okay at launch, and then they really haven't added a ton of substantial things to it since. Very few entries every month, so on, right? So it's like, well, yeah, I mean, are they just gonna drop this and kind of leave it, right? But now you're tying certain things into it that you didn't even originally say. Also, like, it's not even just if you're in tier 1 versus, I guess, tier 3 or 4, right? Or I think it's specifically tier 4 you have priority. Not only is it tier 4 to any of the other tiers, but it's also tier 4 to people that don't want to do this, right? If you don't want to do PlayStation Stars, which you don't have to do, you can. It's free, but you don't have to. I'm sure many people won't. Maybe they don't even know about it, right? Not everybody's connected. And to be honest with you, the PlayStation Store is one of the most confusing things you'll ever see in your life, and all the different categories of things they put up there. It's possible you may not even know PlayStation Stars exists, right? So if you don't even know, and people are getting benefits, ahead of you, that's not really fair either. So that's where I stand. I'm in support of the program. As of yesterday, I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I don't think there should be things like this just randomly, magically tied in, especially when they didn't say that. I mean, if you're going to do it, at least say it in the beginning, right, before today, because you're just kind of springing it on people. You're springing it on people, and they're not even doing it. It's actual people in these territories that are saying, hey, I signed up and you can look at different things that we can't see, and it says this. And so it's not even Sony announcing it as like a thing on PlayStation Blog or whatever. It's people that are actually in the program right now, and we'll see it next week, And you know what I mean? And it's them figuring it all out. That's not how you want things to come out. That's another like transparent communication kind of issue that PlayStation has been having, you know, recently, last couple of years. So let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Maybe I'm being too rough. Maybe I'm being too nice. I'm sure I'll get comments on both sides, and that's why I just don't understand this YouTube thing. Make sure you guys are subscribed, bell icon turned on, and I hope to see you all on the next one.